Hey, what's up, guys? So we're gonna go ahead and start the emergency transfer of the 525 tank that I have in my bedroom. You can see I got the new stand here. I'm about to put this together. I'm not gonna be going step by step, but just letting you guys know, I got 32 gallons of water already in there, made and ready to go. I got 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna be using a lot of the old water, and I got another bin on the outside of my house mixed with salt water also. Try to do an easy transfer, but it's not going to be easy whatsoever. I'm going to build the stand. That means I have to take out the sump. I got to put everything in this, which I'm just going to get the sump in and just get the water circulating. I'll hook up everything else when it comes to dosing units and all that other stuff the next day after. It's going to take me a full day just to be able to get the tank and the stand set in place, put the sand in, which I got the 3 boxes right there. Those 3 boxes there have our XLRed Sea 20-pound sandbags. There's 6 of them, so it's a little bit more coarse, so it's not fine sand. And gonna just do the transfer. I'm not gonna do step by step, but I am gonna be able to show you guys one point from another. We'll get the stand in. We'll get the stand out. The tank empty, the stand out. Sorry to say that in reverse. And then I'll show you guys the stand and everything being put in place. So that being said, let's get to work. As you can see, we're starting the construction of the tank. Got the screw gun, got the instructions, got everything put out. You know, the only thing is I wish they actually labeled the pieces instead of me actually having to look and find the actual piece by shape. I wish they just had this B, 2B or something like that and be able to connect them, but they still haven't labeled them, so it's all good. But I got all the pieces here. I got them all back here, and there's the box, and just going at it, guys, just going at it. All right, just gonna continue. All right, so the tank is built. I got the doors right there. I got the bottom panels right there. So everything's set right there. So the way you do it with these tanks, you don't install the panels in first. You have to actually set this stand in place, put the tank on top, and then you have to just make sure everything's level. You can level the stand first and just make sure the stand's level, put the tank on, just make sure that's level from weight itself. It may actually, you know, compress a little into carpeting, flooring, or, you know, hardwood floor. You just want to just make sure everything's just adjusted level, and then you put the panels in last. They just slap into place and you can start hooking up and start doing your thing. So basically I'm done with this portion, and next will be the tank install, the whole transfer itself, and yeah, so took me a little bit, but it's done. All right, guys, peace. All right, guys, so piece by piece putting this thing together was a little bit exhausting, unexpected like before, just doing this whole transfer. I got to this point here, corals are in, you can see the new sandbed, it's nice and cleaner. Move the arch a little bit more in the center, have everything kind of laid out. a bit better, I guess, but we'll see how everything comes together and looks wise when it comes to just the illumination of light, coral placement. Not much I can do really. I kind of lost space by centering out more of the arch, but you know what, it is what it is, and I'm just happy to get this done. Put the old sump back in. You can see I got the GHL computer already hooked up there. A lot of spaghetti, a lot of wires, just things everywhere. I gotta get the chiller and everything hooked up, so a little bit more work to do, but other than that, guys, yeah, tank transfer is pretty much complete. Now it's just getting all these accessories all put together and what's needed and what's no longer needed. Took out the nitrate reactor, and I'm going to keep that nitrate reactor out because I feel that there's no need. The nitrates in this tank come out to like almost 1.5 to 2, and it's just I think it's too efficient really, or whatever, for the system. Just like in my living room tank, it just seems like there's no need for it. Guys, so the tank transfer is complete. This is the system. Had a lot of broken pieces obviously by moving the corals around, and took a little bit longer than I expected when it came to just trying to get this all set up, but overall it took me about a day and a half hours wise to get this pretty much complete and finished. Put the new sand in, got the corals arranged a little bit differently. You can see it just looks a lot cleaner, and opened up some areas over there on the Monty cap up on the top right, because of the fact that there was a lot of death right there. So I want to see if there's the possibility of the corals just obviously just growing on itself, and seeing if we can get some more of that green filled in the center. I didn't want to chop it up. I kind of like the overgrown look, and it doesn't bother me. You know, I do know I need to prune things, but I do like it, and until I don't like it, and then I'll start pruning it down. But other than that, basically the same thing. You can see everything is pretty much set. The only difference is pretty much the sump area. I don't have the nitrate reactor in here. Don't need it any longer. With the NOPOX and everything, and with carbon, pretty much it's set. You can see right here, I got everything nice and clean, in a sense where, you know, you do see a lot of wire work, but at least it's more organized. And you can see there's the new GHL. Let me turn down the cabinet light. There we go. But you can see the new GHL right there. The pH probe is not in. You can see it's reading temperature. It's about 75 degrees, almost 76. And that's where I have it at. I have it at 76 degrees. You can see there's all the sockets there. Pretty much everything's all labeled. You can see there's my emergency backup. And here's everything that I'm dosing. Low on acro power, low on boron. Got to get those containers filled. Basically, they're pretty much down to empty. And yeah, it's just a lot cleaner. Put this black board. This board right here, I actually cut it out. I painted it black to blend in with the, I guess you can say, surroundings, so it doesn't look out of place. But overall, you know, it's just a jumble of wires, and nothing is actually squeezed in too tight with the zip ties. I just wanted to just try to get them together, but everything would be easy for me now to be able to just take a cord out and just basically cut the zip tie, yank it out, and it should just come out fine. You can see there's my AI controllers right there, indicating that the pumps are running good. There's the top off. There's the GHL temp probe. Didn't do much of a cleaning to the sump because of the transfer. You want to kind of keep things as is. You don't want to start cleaning things and start getting rid of all that good stuff that's needed during a transfer like this. I did not add any bacteria. I basically just went ahead and just dropped everything in there, put the live rack back in. Didn't really clean the bed. You can see right there. Yep, there's my Dory. Still haven't found her a home after these months, and it's just hard, but I may have to see if we can get her into some aquarium in some way. It just kind of sucks that she's down there, but she had a lot of swimming space in the last couple of days, which was good. Fish and everything are doing good, but a lot of cuts, a lot of scruffed up marks from just them getting chased around, hitting corals. You can see my yellow tang right there. It's got a couple marks on them. Fish loss was the two little damsels. I had two little black and white damsels up on top right there, more like silver and black. Those little guys, I forgot their names, but you know, it just sucks. They both they were a pair, and they got scared where they would just go into the rock work, into the coral, and I couldn't get them out. And next thing you know, they just showed up on the sand bed, and they were just pretty much dead. So don't know what else I can do, but it is what it is. It's part of the fact of doing a transfer. You just get the unexpected and some losses, which kind of sucks. But overall, I like the look of the GHL computer with the power bars and everything. I'm not much of a Neptune fan. I just can't stand the look of their hardware. I don't like the orange color, and I don't like their way they have their power bar looking like a freaking state or country. Anyways, yeah, that's just my opinion. But let me just put this thing over the camera and give you guys a little bit of aquarium look, and that's it, guys. This is the end. All right, I'm just gonna give you a look around the tank. You can see things are just placed a little differently, and it does take up more of the sand space, but that's okay. And now I'm just gonna go through this healing period with the corals, but you can see some of the corals you can actually see are that were growing in the back end that you couldn't see because they'd be obstructed by this piece here. There'd be more in the back, like that big Velita right there that's growing all on the backward, on the overflow box. And there's a trigger going after a shell I just dropped in. Very curious, and now it wants to get it. You can see a lot of the corals are going to be healing from them being chopped up, especially up here. You can see all that death up there. And yeah, sorry about the coloration. I just got this new iPhone and trying to determine what I can do to get it better looking for cameras. But show you back here. And that's about it, guys. So this is the Herm 14 saying tank transfer complete, and yeah, it was exhausting. It was an unneeded thing to do, but I do like the look of the new sand bed, and corals seem to be very happy themselves. As you can tell in my voice, I'm exhausted and I'm tired. So peace, guys.